morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, all my good people out there. Man, how y'all feeling? Welcome to Trade Genius Live. I am your host, Trend Genius. Y'all know we on the move. Had a little traveling, so had to switch up everything. But hopefully, the mobile setup is looking good. Y'all know I'm at home, so I gotta represent. How y'all feeling out there? How y'all feeling? Can y'all hear me? Can everybody hear me? Can y'all hear me? Give me a thumbs up if y'all can hear me. Let me turn my volume up. Let me turn my volume up, y'all. Let's see here. Let me get my volume turned up. Good morning. Good morning. Let me get my volume up. One second, y'all. One second. One second. All right. Unfortunately, let me get this volume up though. Let me get this volume up. Come on, let me tap my little thing right here. One second, y'all. One second. I got these fat fingers, so I can't. Let's do it this way. Okay, cool. Screen lock. Nope, we don't want the screen. There we go. Come on now. Let's see here. All right, there we go. How about now? Better? Think this one should be better. Should be much better. Y'all let me know. Got sound now? Let me know if y'all if my sound is better. Should be much better. Y'all give me a thumbs up if y'all can hear me better. Let me know. Let me know. Much better? Much better, much better. That's what's up. That's what's up. When I first came on, it was perfect. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I was trying to. Okay, cool. We got thumbs up. All right, all right, all right. Moya Wilson, greetings. Good morning. Kick Rocks, good morning. Taylor Pruitt, good morning. Jay Royal, good morning. Serena, good morning. Miss T and her three, good morning. Good morning. Donna, good morning. Regina, good morning. What you say? Trent floating in the skies. Little something. Yeah. Mike, good morning. Kicks Rock gave me a thumbs up, thumbs up. Oh, Ben, you upset? Hey, yo. That's the Knicks. Cherry Chill. Yes, we can hear you. Everybody gave me thumbs up, and the market just closed. Absolutely. Volume sounds good. Good. Bodovan, good morning, brother. Yeah, market closed for the weekend. Karate 357, Grand Risings. Who we got? We got Nisi, a.k.a. Denise. Market just kicked me out. My paper trade, yup. Wait, no sound now. How about, no sound. I can hear you now. Good. No sound, I can't hear. Now I can hear you. You got no sound, I can hear. The other way was better. When you first came on was perfect. Yes. It was perfect before. Good to go. Yes. You good. You back. Chris, man. Cool. Chrissy, good morning. Moria Wilson, thank you. Soak It Insider, what's up? He said morning. He said that's better than the big mic. Yeah, you know what? I got to figure out. It got to be some settings or something going on with that big mic, y'all. I got to figure it out. Who we got? Bo Gaines, good morning. Chili Way Screams, good morning. Kiera, good morning. Barbosa the Great, good morning. Who we got? Suja, good morning. Raider 40. Ha ha nah. Family Insurance, good morning. No was doing nothing yesterday. Should sat out, but that's okay. Paying bills, keep the lights on. Okay. Nico Coy, good morning. The Life of Paris, good morning. The free video on the trade copier on Volumetric. I can't understand his English, and I watched it a few times. I asked a coach and point to YouTube, and the English is not the best. Got you. Mr. Bobby, good morning. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. So we in there. We in there. Looks like the my volume is much good. I had two mics, and this is the one that I actually did the settings on. I didn't do the settings on the other one. I think that's why I was real low, but I'm glad I'm good now. Good morning, Mr. Bobby. What's that? Marvin Edmond, good morning. Thank y'all for popping in, man. I appreciate y'all. How y'all feeling? How's everybody feeling out there? Let me know how y'all feeling in the chat. Let me know. And everybody that jumped in, let me get them free likes from y'all. Like me up, please. Free likes and free subscriptions. That's all I ask. Is little clicks. Just give me them free clicks. That's all I ask, and I'll take care of the rest. But how y'all feeling, man? Give me one word. Let me there we go. I turn my volume up even a lot more. I should be even louder now. I should be much louder now. Cool. Nice. Yeah, y'all give me them free likes and let me get that subscription out. Everybody that has not been here, if this is your first time, welcome. I appreciate all the trade geniuses that jumped on with me today. I missed y'all yesterday. No lie, I really truly missed y'all yesterday. It was I know it was a trip. I had to tell my right hand man. I told him, I said, man, I felt like I was missing something, y'all. I felt like I was missing something. I ain't gonna lie, I was really truly missing y'all yesterday. It's funny how doing this, for not even, I guess about a month, right? Ryan B, I guess about a month, right? We've been doing this, and I don't know, man. It's like, I don't know. I make connections in my life. You know what I'm saying? And I was always raised that when you meet good people, you value them. You know what I mean? So it's like I value this community. You know what I mean? And I know that's why I was that's one of the reasons why I was missing y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I value all of y'all for real. It just be good, man. It's just it's love and graciousness in this community, man. And I can't ask for anything more. I appreciate y'all wholeheartedly, man. It's crazy. I truly was missing y'all. I felt like I was like I forgot to do something yesterday. It was crazy. But I think that speaks to how great the community is, and how great, this thing that we started is just, very, very, been very, very, very good. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's probably the best thing that I can say on that. Let me clip this mic to my collar. I think we should be good now. If the sound changes, y'all, let me know. I don't mind holding it up. Oh, that's what's up, man. I ain't gonna lie, I missed y'all. For real. I missed y'all. Went out of town to see my great grandma. She's 98. Oh, locked my keys in the car, but overall, it was nice getting to be around her with my kids. Oh, that's beautiful. Y'all know I'm super soft on them grandmas. My grandmother raised me, but that's beautiful, Kiara. That's what's up. 98. My grandmother was 98 when she passed. Yeah, bless her heart. Gotcha. You know what? I'm a hold the mic to my mouth, because I don't want no problems with the sound. I'm just gonna hold the mic to my mouth. It's all good. All right, y'all. So, everyone said, trust me, Serena. I missed y'all too, for real. Blessed, feeling blessed. I think I'm in love with back testing, feeling great. Kick rocks. That's what's up. Hey, Kick rocks be on it too. I want to tell you, man, stay on it, bro. You be hitting me up in the DMs, bro. You are definitely, you know what I'm saying, making headway and trying to get to that place, man. And that's amazing, brother. That's amazing. But that's good. I'm glad y'all feeling good. I'm feeling good. Not having this live yesterday made me feel so out of place. What? I appreciate that, Chrissy, but I ain't gonna lie. I was right there with you all day. This has become a part of my daily lifestyle. That's what's up. Feel like I was missing something, man. Glad to have you back. I am so glad to be back. And man, I can't say how much I love y'all, man. Like seriously, because y'all don't know. Y'all be keeping me on point too. I always say that. Y'all keep me on point too. Cause I know I can't, like, I don't mind making mistakes. Let me open these blinds. Maybe I get some more. There we go. Get some more light. There we go. Get some more natural light. But yeah, it's funny not like I said, not being here is it's crazy, man. It's just a trip. But I'm right there with you, Chrissy. Yesterday I felt like I left my watch at home. I didn't feel the same without watching live. You know what, man? That is such a I know I repeated this about 3 times, man, but that's just such a blessing, bro. It's such a blessing. But you know what? The market's closed today. They closed at 9:15. I knew that. I just wanted to jump on. We still can work this mental muscle, right? So hopefully yesterday I put a message out in the put an announcement out, and yesterday I said, hopefully everybody was not knowing this live was a thing makes me sad, LOL, but I'm glad I found you now and this community. Absolutely, Mr. Bobby, you good, brother. You in the right spot. You here. And look, we still fresh. So you still ground level with us. You ain't really missed too much, bro. Seriously, you right in with us, right? You right where you need to be, brother. And I got all the recordings, so if you want to go back and take your time and binge watch those and get caught up, that's all, man. I'm doing good, Karate 357. I went to bed late, not last night, the night before I flew out. I just had a bunch of stuff I had to do. I didn't realize I had more stuff to do than I initially did. It's always like that when you're traveling, right? It's always like that when you're traveling. But I got it all done. I was only on about an hour of sleep. Excuse me. My right-hand man will tell you. I left the house at 2, got to the airport at like 3-ish. So I actually laid down like 12:15 p.m. I only had like about an hour and 30 minutes of rest. Absolutely. That's what's up. That's what's up, Mr. Bobby, bro. That's the mentality in this community, man. That's the mentality in this community. Actually, I'm about to put that up on the screen. Y'all saw what Mr. Bobby said, right? We climb together. Respect, man. That's the sentiment in this community. That is a sentiment in this community. For sure, for sure. So, but going back to what I was stating, yeah, I was only like an hour of sleep. I really didn't even go to bed. That's really the truth. I really did not go to bed. I really, really did not go to bed. But it's all good. Y'all know one thing about me. Ain't no complaints. I'm not complaining about anything. I'm just sharing with y'all. I have no complaints and I have no excuses about anything. However things go, we just work through it, right? That's a part of being a trader. We got to understand there's a lot of things that go on with us, and we gotta persevere through the terrain. No excuses, no feelings, no emotions, no none of that. You know what I mean? We show up on the charts every day ready to rock, no matter what's going on. The market's been crazy because of the war, and you know what I mean, all the different manipulation of things that's being said out there that manipulates the market. Good, bad, or indifferent. I'm not here to to point no fingers or to judge anything. I'm just speaking on what we've been dealing with, and we just got to work through it. That's all we can do. That's all we can do. So with that said, man, let's go ahead and let's you know what's so crazy, y'all? All right. So let's just jump on the charts. There's some, even though I know the market is closed, there's always things that we can always jump on and talk about. I'm trying to think what it should be my secondary, right? No, this one right here. Bam. There we go. All right, cool. So let's get over there. So we know market is closed. So this right here, don't mind my time. I'm on the Central Time Zone right now. Y'all know I'm in my hometown. But of course my screen might be showing 5:30 on my charts because of course it's still on LA time. It's on my home time. But at the end of the day, this is our 7:30 candle. So we did have some news. So let's just jump to that. So that was this news right here. This average hourly earnings, non-farm payroll, and unemployment rate. So that definitely gave a spike. Y'all can see that right here. And that's on the 5-minute. Let me jump to the 1 so we can really really see what it was. Okay, so that brought some bullish momentum, kind of wicked up, came down, and gave us some bearish momentum after that. Then the market just kind of did its thing. it's a trip, y'all. Me being on this, I got a whole mobile setup. It's crazy, but it's cool. I had to play with it and get it right because as I stated, I didn't really get that much rest. So when I got in town yesterday, I got here like right around noonish, 11 o'clock noonish Central Time, and I jumped in my rental, and took all my, brought all my stuff up. Then I jumped back in the rental. I went and got something to eat. I'm telling y'all, after I ate, I was no more good after that. I laid it down. I didn't wake up. I probably laid it down around 3 something, almost 4. I'm telling y'all, I didn't get up to like 11. Seriously, I didn't get up to like 11 last night. I was done. Once I ate, I was done. But I got up and I hooked all this stuff up. I was like, man, I got to get this mobile set up together. I hooked all this stuff up, and it all worked out good. And then I jumped back in bed around. Took me a couple hours to get this done. I jumped back in bed around 1. Got up at like 6 something. Took a shower, ready to go. So I'm good to go. Good to go. Feeling good. I ain't gonna lie. What we got? Good morning, Antonio. Thanks for popping in, brother. But yeah, so going back to the charts, we had some crazy spike for news right here. That's pretty much all that was really going on. Let me check what's going on here. Oh, so overnight we was super. Let me jump to this 5 minutes so we can kind of kill some of these candles a little bit. Yeah, y'all see I still have my risk reward tool up from the night before. Let me go and turn that off. Bam. All right, cool. So yesterday, if you see, we ain't really had too much action last night. It was the market was very, very bearish last night. So let's see here. When market open, this is market open here, overnight session. Like I said, don't mind my times if you can, or you can't even see my times, but it's saying 3 p.m., really 5 p.m. But I guess when Australia opened, we had a little bullish action. Then right here, this is the beginning of Asia session, and it kind of just went bearish from there. Then right at 9 p.m. Eastern time, London jumped in, and it kind of consolidated and kind of just ranged a little bit. We had this little spike from news, and then that was it, and the market closed. It's not really too much was really going on. You know what I mean? So that's cool. That's neither here nor there. That's all good. So let's get the mental muscle rocking. Let's get the mental muscle rocking. We always talk about that. All right. So, question of the day. We always do a question of the day. So, question of the day is, without prejudice, Good Friday, headed to the golf course, but I'll be listening. That's what's up. Without prejudice, what you shooting, bro? I said this so many times, bro. Me and you got to get together, bro. Me and you got to get together. Cause I be on that golf course like crazy, right? I mean, I haven't been lately because I had the foot surgery, but I grew up on the golf course, bro. Like, I'm gonna make y'all laugh. Like, I literally got my butt whooped on the golf course. Like, no lie. Like, my daddy whooped me on the golf course one day. I ain't gonna tell y'all what I was doing, but it was worthy of a butt whooping. Yeah, he whooped my butt on the golf course. I used to be on the golf course like 4 times a week, sometimes 5 times a week with him. I used to caddy. My father was an avid golfer. That's all he did, construction and golf. That's all he did, work and golf. Seriously. Without prejudice, what you shoot? Before we get into this question today, without prejudice, what you shoot, bro? I just got a new set. I went all tailor made. I went and got a fitting at tailor made, and I bought an all fresh set with the QI 35s. No, yeah, got a butt whipping on the golf course. I was 11. I was like 11 right here in this city. I have to get coffee brewing. LOL. Go season is just starting. Okay, yeah. Golf season just yeah. Absolutely, Mr. Bobby. Yeah. But right here in the city, man, New Orleans is big on the golf. We got a lot of nice golf courses here. LPGA runs through here. But yeah, let me know what you shoot though. You never heard that story? We'll jump into that. Let's jump into this question of the day. Best is in the 80s. That's what I'm. Oh, okay. You in the 80s? You know what? I am. That's a little bit better than me right now. I'm under 100. I'm in the 90s. I'm like high 80s. I'm high 80s, low 90s. The last time I shot, where was I? I was up north. I was in Northern California last time I shot. some close to Reno. All tailor made for me. What? That's all I shoot, bro. All tailor made. And my putter is I had a too long garage putter from Callaway. Yeah, I had a really, really nice set. Really, really nice set. But anyway, let's jump into question of the day. We'll talk some golf afterwards. So question of the day today is, are you early or are you right on time? Let's talk about that. Are you early or are you right on time? We're going to get into that. Are you early or are you right on time? So what we're talking about with that is, let me pull up my little, let me pull it up here. Boom. So are you early or are you right on time? So the deeper talking point on this question, are you early or are you right on time, is early equals anticipation, which can be a larger stop, and that can be low probability, right? If you're a little too early, right? Think about it. If we're a little too early, it could be a larger stop, or it could be which could make lower probability, right? Because a larger stop will kill our risk, right? So with that said, on time equals confirmation, a tighter stop, and a better R&R. So we never really want to be too early on our trades, right? That's almost, it's not FOMOing, but it's an entry with emotions, and we don't want that. Remember, no emotions when we're trading. No emotions at all. No emotions. When we come to sit down on the charts, I preach this pretty much every day. No emotions. We bring no emotions, no feelings to our trading game. Remember, we treat our trading game as a business. When we show up, we want to be professional. You know what I'm saying? We want to display business acumen when we show up on the charts. We treating our trading game as a business. We ain't gambling. This ain't no throw some money on the table, shooting craps, roulette, blackjack, poker, or anything like that. This is totally different. So with that stated, exactly, Chrissy, right on time. Moya Wilson, that's right, always on time. Remember, timing is what separates a good idea from a good trade. Because if we early, it's just a good idea. When we right on time, it's a good trade. Think about that. Think about what that separates, right? I'm going to say it again. Timing is what separates a good idea from a good trade. And that's what's important is what? Us having a good trade and being right on time. And being right on time is what? Is us identifying all the things that we always talk about, right? We always want to check off those boxes. Those boxes would be high probability setup, our rules, is the price action correct? All of those things that make that trade entry correct and make it on time. You know what I'm saying? Not too early, being patient, waiting for the move to happen, depending on your strategy, waiting for your setups, you know what I'm saying? And waiting for the steps within your setup, because every strategy has steps. There's no strategy where you just jump in, you just hit buy or sell. That's not a strategy. You're gambling. And that's what we're here to learn, and here to learn not to do. We don't want to be gambling. We want to follow our rules and make sure we're following steps in our strategy. If one of those steps aren't there, y'all already know, what are we doing? We sitting on our hands, period. We're going to sit back and we're going to wait until the strategy comes back around, that setup comes back around, and we get all the steps. If we don't have all the steps, we sit out. That's the way that it works. So being right too early is still wrong. Think about that. Being right too early is still wrong. Right. Exactly, without prejudice. Kick rocks, exactly. Never early, exactly. Early entry, we rushing, right? If we get into early, we rushing. Let's think about that. We're really, truly rushing. And it's almost like the opposite of FOMOing, right? Because FOMOing is like when we jump in because we missed a trade, right? So I'm saying the opposite of FOMOing, like we got in way too early. We weren't patient enough. We didn't allow everything to set itself up. And that's what we need to have a good trade entry. So to run back through that, early equals anticipation. We don't want to anticipate, which equals to what? A larger stop and lower probability. Being on time, confirmation, tighter stop, better R&R. That's what's important. That right there, the patience, tighter stop, confirmation. That's what makes it better, meaning our trade entries. So we always want to keep that in mind. It's very, very important that we always remember we can be too early on a trade. That's why I always preach back testing so you understand how your strategy works. And when you back test, you want to go back 3 years on the back testing. We talk about this all the time. You want to go back 3 years and you want to back test that strategy 3 years in the past all the way up until present. And then you want to demo trade that strategy for at least 2 to 3 months. Once you have doubled your demo account, I would mean like you start your demo account at 50,000, you double it to 100K, I would say you're ready to go. You're ready to go live. The back testing is for a number of things. I preach this. I talk about this almost every day because that's just how important it is. The back testing preaches within your trading, right? Like within your with how you go about your trading, right? What the back testing is gonna do for you, it's going to allow you to get the repetition you need, number one. Number two, you're gonna also get the understanding that you need of how this strategy works in all different kinds of terrain, meaning when price action ain't good, when price action is good, when the market is ranging, when we have news, all of those different things that are going on. So you can actually, if you want to back test, you can do back testing on TradingView, Mr. Bobby, but I would say go with FX Replay. It's much better. FX Replay is better in the regard of it uses TradingView charts, and you can go back, literally you can go back to the 80s. You can go back to before you was born, all of us. We can go back to before we was born. Literally, they have the charts going all the way that far back, and they are on point, straight up. And not only that, it gives you a ton of analytics, which is important. It tells you like the best days to trade, the best, like it just gives you so much, of a breakdown. So to tell you, like, it'll let you know about the losses, it'll let you know about your wins. In FX Replay, you can put your strategy into FX Replay, and you can do what's called a strategy session. And in that strategy session, it'll have your strategies. If you trade one, if you trade two, however many strategies you trade, you can put your strategies in there, put the steps in there. I mean, everything. Absolutely. FXReplay.com. You got it. Yep. And everybody tell you, FX Replay, that is a #1 tool that you want. That is the best tool for your trading game. Straight up. It is other than I would say TradingView, because TradingView is amazing. I would say FX Replay is probably the next best tool. Seriously. If it ain't the best tool. Like, period. You can't go wrong. But everybody in the chat, they'll let you know. Just jump on there and you'll be good. So going back to question of the day, like I was stating, we always want to make sure that we want to be early. We don't want to be early. We want to be right on time. Being early is going to lead to, as I stated, anticipation, larger stops, lower probability on our trades. Being on time is going to lead to tighter stops and a better R&R, and that's what's important. And we're just going to run through this real quick. I know the markets are closed, but I definitely want to get that mental muscle going. So we'll jump in the tip of the day. Actually, before we do, anybody got any questions? Anybody got any questions before we jump in the tip of the day? I make up my mind on a loss amount. So if I hit my TP, I am one and done. Absolutely. I was going to ask, how does the speed work for FX Replay? Can you set it to feel like, yeah, it's real time. Yeah, you can set it up in real time. So what it does. So when you go to FX Replay, you can go to FX Replay, right? And let's say you go to 3 years from today. Let's say you go to April 3rd, 2023, right? All right. So what it'll do is it will erase everything from April 3rd, 2023 into the present. And then when you hit play, the candles will move historically to exactly what happened back then, up until present. Like I said, they use TradingView charts. Those charts are recorded. They are exactly on point. You're not on some crazy data. You're on the data that actually really truly happened, even though it's in the past. You're still on the data that really truly happened. What you're seeing is really what happened in the market that day, that time, that year, that moment, that month. So it's amazing. So I would advise you can get the pro account, or you can get the annual account. The annual account, you'll save yourself, I think, like $70 because it's $35 a month, and I believe annually you get it for $300 versus if you pay monthly, it would be $370. So you save yourself $70. So you basically get you pay for 10 months and you get 2 months free, roughly speaking. But yeah, so any questions from me? Thanks for coming on live, even on your travel. Absolutely, Alec. Hey, that's the thing. Look, I told everyone, if the day that I decided to be responsible enough to be in this seat, I don't have no excuses. So yesterday I would have been on live. The only thing is that I had booked this trip before I started my live stream, and of course that wasn't factored in. So my flight was during the time we would have had the live stream. But other than that, I'm definitely going to make sure moving forward that I'm booking my trips, you know what I'm saying, around my live stream, because this is important not just for me, but I know it's also important for y'all. And when, like I said, when I decided to be in this seat, there's a lot of responsibility came with this, and I sat back and I thought about it. Even when I talked to my right-hand man, you know what I mean? I talk to him all the time. We talk about different things. And for me, it's very, very important that I stay consistent, not just for myself, but for y'all as well, because consistency in this game is what wins. And that's what's important. So just know that I am definitely always thinking about y'all, you know what I'm saying, as much as I'm thinking about what I need to do for myself. You know what I mean? So best day to back test are July 31st to August. It's August 5th. I do, but they are way off topic right now. Like they are about trade. Okay, I think y'all talking within the chat. Okay, cool. Anybody got any questions for me before we jump into the tip of the day? Let me know. Let me know if y'all got any questions for me before we jump in the tip of the day. All right, we're gonna go ahead on and jump into a tip of the day. Every trade should have a clear target before entry. Think about that, y'all. Every trade should have a clear target before entry. Every trade should have a clear target before entry. Just think about that. Just say it to yourself. Every trade should have a clear target before entry, right? So before you place a trade, you're supposed to know. Oh, that's what's up. I appreciate you, Chrissy. See, that kind of stuff makes me, you know, like I say, like, this is my thing. I always feel like someone's counting on you. You know what I mean? Like when I sat in this seat, that's what I realized. Probably after about a good week, I realized, like, man, people counting on you. Like, you started this. And one thing about me, I'm the type of person, if I start something, I'm gonna finish it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna start something and then quit. Like, that's just never been who I am. That's not how I was raised. I have no quit in me. You know what I mean? None at all. Like, I'm gonna make a way out of some way. We're gonna figure it out. But yeah, absolutely. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Chrissy, very much. I appreciate you. All right. So every trade should have a clear target before entry. What are we talking about here? The lesson here is what? That we're trading with a purpose, right? You should never enter a trade and not know where your target is. Before you enter that trade, you should know where your target is going to be, meaning your TP. You should also know where your stop loss is going to be. You have to know those things before you enter a trade. If you don't know those things, you're gambling. And we're not here to gamble. This is our business. We don't gamble with our business. You know anybody that has a business that gambles with their business? Nah, not anyone that's successful, has a successful business. Just think about that. Think about that. No one that has a successful business is gambling with their business. They're very strategic in what they do. Before they make any decisions, they making sure what? They checking off all the boxes that they need for that decision to be, you know, set in stone. It's the same thing with our trading. It's no different. Trading is our business. I talk about this all the time. I know I sound like a broken record. Y'all hear me say this, but all I'm doing is what? Like I said, when we come on these streams, we are beating this stuff in our brain. Like, that's what this is. Every day. What was the analogy I used 2 days ago or 3 days ago? We in here with our swords. Remember, our swords are our trading, and we got that sharpening stone, and we just sharpen that sword every day. Every day we come in here, we just sharpening that sword every day. Every day. That is what we're doing. We are sharpening our game. Trading is a financial skill, and we are making sure that we all become trade geniuses. That's the whole point of this channel. That's the whole idea, that we all become trade geniuses. That's what this is. That's why I named it. That's why the channel is called Trade Genius, because it speaks to all of us. It ain't me. I'm just the host. I'm Trend Genius. I'm just the host. Trade Genius is everything, and no one is bigger than that. You know what I'm saying? We all are up. We all are up under that umbrella. So what you gotta say? I was gonna say unprofitable business. Right. Exactly, Mr. Bob. If you got a business and you gambling, you ain't profitable. That's for sure. That is for sure. You are not profitable. Ain't no way in heck you're gonna be profitable. If it doesn't set you up for your strategy and you're ready, do not take. Absolutely. If you don't have a clear target, then you need to not even be taking that trade. You need to step it back. You need to come back, step it back take a couple steps back, step it back, and understand what are you doing. Meaning, why would you enter if you don't have a clear target? Why would you enter if you don't know where your take profit is going? Your stop loss is going to be. Why would you enter if you haven't measured and figured out what my stop loss is twice the size of my take profit? We sit out. All of those things you got to do before you enter a trade. I know it's a lot, but trust me, we all got into this trading, right? We in it now. We got to rock with it. We got to take everything that comes with being a trader. And those are the things. We got to be professional decision makers. I talk about this all the time. We have to be professional decision makers. That's what we are. We're making professional decisions on the fly, and we don't have no room for error. We make a mistake, we already know what that's going to lead to. Bad trade, hopefully not, but blown accounts. That's not what we're here to do. That is not what we're here to do. We are here to make sure that we are checking off all of our boxes and we're understanding what is going on with this trade when we enter. You should be seeing that. That's why I stress the back testing. I'm gonna say it again. I stress this so much because that's the repetition that you need that's going to make you understand your strategy. Think about it. If you're back testing a strategy going back 3 years, how many trades will you have under your belt? Even if it's just back testing, you're still going to have all those trades under your belt. And you're going to have the repetition. And at some point, you're going to start seeing your setup way before it sets up. You're going to start seeing it. You're going to anticipate your setup. And then you're going to already know, well, my stop loss is here. My take profit is here. I got my 1 to 2, meaning risk to reward. 1 risk, 2 reward. I know some people say 2 to 1, however you want to word it. R&R, risk reward. So I always like my first number to be my risk, my second number to be my reward to match my numbers. My letters, my R&R, risk reward. So my first my first number always represents my risk. My second number always represents my reward. So we always want to have 1 to 2, meaning we having our target is twice the amount of our risk. Period. That's how we want it to be. If it's anything less of that, we got to sit out that trade. I don't care how much. I don't care how good the price action is. I don't care how great the setup is. If your risk reward is off and you're upside down that trade, you got to sit on your hands. That ain't a good trade. Just keep that in mind. So Benjamin said, "You are my TV dad." Boricua. Boricua. my hermano de Puerto Rico. Come on, man. It's too funny, y'all. That is too funny. But that's too funny. Get Chrissy, y'all. That's too funny. That's too funny, y'all. That is hilarious. But yeah, that's what's up. But yeah, so let's just keep that in mind. You know what I'm saying? Every trade should have a clear target before entry. Period. So think about it. Our target defines our trade, right? Something has to be definitive in our trade. It ain't the stop loss. The stop loss is our protection. Our target defines our trade, right? Because what is that defining? That's defining how much bread we're gonna make in that trade. That's what's important, is defining that part. You know what I'm saying? So just keep in mind that without a target, it's just like it's a random exit, right? Where are you exiting? If you don't have a target, where are you exiting? Like, where are you exiting? Would you just gonna I'm exit here, or I'm exit there? I mean, if you make some bread and you just exit wherever, that's cool, but that's not a habit that you want to continuously keep doing, right? You want to actually create a habit where you have a clear target, you have a clear stop loss, you know where your entry is going to be, and you rock that trade. Period. That's pretty much how it works. It works no other way. And think about it. When you're looking at your entry, you should be target mapping, right? Think about it. Your entry. When you know your entry is going to be at a certain price, then you should already be target mapping. Like, all right, let me see. Based on your strategy, you should have a target. You shouldn't just be entering a trade because the candles is going up or the candles are going down. You should have a clear, defined strategy that's going to give you the proper stop loss and give you the proper take profit. Period. Period. That's the way that works. So just always keep that in mind. Always ask yourself when you sit down, what's my target? Before you enter that trade, when you see your setup, just ask yourself, all right, what's my target? What's my stop loss? And it has to make sense. Make sure it makes sense. If it does not make sense, I think we already know the answer to that, right? We sitting out. Or you got some more work to do to where you understand what does make sense in your trade, or in that particular strategy that you're trading. So, with that said, anybody got any questions about that, or anything that they want to talk about when it comes to that? Matter of fact, how did y'all do yesterday? I'm curious. How did y'all do yesterday? How did everybody do yesterday, considering that we didn't have a live stream yesterday? Anybody make any mistakes? If you did, it's okay. That's what we're here for. We're here to talk about that. We don't point no fingers. Ain't no blaming. We don't do none of that. We trying to get better. So it's always advantageous for us to talk about any mistakes we made. And y'all know I talk about mine because I made a mistake right here on the live, got in a trade, and my stop loss was in the wrong spot. And I had to eat it. I didn't move my stop loss. So J. Roy said no comment. Yeah, we talked about what happened yesterday. You and I did. Yes. What's up, Kara? You said me. What happened yesterday? What'd you do? And everyone else, let me know. What y'all do? How'd y'all do yesterday? Did y'all trade? No trade? Sat on your hands? Hit a single. Okay, you got on base. That's what's up. That's good. Think about it. Every time we get up 2 or 3 for me, that's what's up. Good job, Soaking Insider. I did good because I didn't place a trade, but I did miss a good trade because I marked that wrong previous low. Hey, check this out. That's let me say it this way, Mr. Bobby. That's a good thing. Let me explain to you why. You didn't place a trade, so you protected your capital, right? But you did say I missed a good trade because you marked the wrong previous low, right? So you missed a good trade because of that. Guess what? That was a learning opportunity. We can't learn if we don't make mistakes. So think about it. The mistake didn't cost you anything. That's the other thing too. That mistake didn't cost you nothing. That's why I said that was good. It was a great time to learn. That was a great learning moment for you. But guess what? I bet you the next time go around, you're gonna be super keen on that. You're gonna be super keen on making sure that you mark out the previous low the right previous low the next time, because you're going to understand I remember what I did last time, and that's okay. It's a learning. It's a time for learning. It's okay. We're gonna make mistakes, man. We're human first. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna take us time. I'm 2 years into my trading game, and guess what? I still make mistakes, bro. I made a mistake a couple weeks back on a strategy that I've been trading for 2 years. I made a mistake. It is what it is, and I have no excuses. Straight up. T. Pruitt said, insane. No trade. Manuel said no trade without prejudice. Oh, 1543 off 3 mics. Micro gang, that's what's up. I'm not going to lie. I'm doing terrible. I have to stop chasing these losses. I know it's a bad practice. I don't know why I do it. I was doing so good. Got to really be more disciplined. Absolutely. Absolutely, Steven. That's all it is, the discipline, bro. You know what I mean? And I appreciate everyone who's keeping it honest, because you're not just being honest with us. You're being honest with yourself. And that's what's important. That's what's important, that you're being honest with yourself, man, because that's the only way that we're going to get our trading where we need to be. You know what I mean? When we make mistakes, we just got to own it. It's all good. It don't mean we suck. You know what I mean? Every professional trader was a beginner at some point. Every professional trader was a newbie. Think about that. So with that said, we right there. We good. Just, you got to work on your discipline, my brother. Work on your discipline, man. And you hit me up when you need to. So holla at me if you need to holla at me. You know what I'm saying? Like, holla at me, bro. You know what I mean? But that's good, man. At least, this is the thing I always say. When we make mistakes, 50% of winning the battle is what? Knowing the problem. You can't have a solution if you don't know the problem. And you can't never make a solution if you don't think you make mistakes. So just by you understanding the mistake that you're making and saying what you need to do, you're 50% winning that battle. The other 50% is just implementing a solution. That's it. So you're right there. What Soaking Insider say? I accidentally entered the 5-0 NQ1. My stop loss was too low. Tap me out early. Gotcha. So what is that? Soaking Insider, what does that mean? You got to make sure you're putting your stop loss where it's supposed to be, right? That's it. Once again, you're understanding what you're doing. That's the win right there. That's the win. You're understanding what you're doing, even when you make a mistake. That's for all of us. That's what's up. I entered because of FOMO, but I seen the trend overall I entered because of FOMO, but I seen the trend overall a few months, but it was stuck. It was a small zone, and I tried to enter into that trend. Got you. Got you. It gave me a lesson. Absolutely. When do you think you'll start the night stream? Probably I'm thinking like the next couple weeks. We're still trying to put it together. I want to make sure that when I commit to it, you know what I mean, that I understand like what I need to move around that time. And when we do it, it won't be long. It'll be like, I say 30 to 45 minutes. It's going to just trade one strategy, jump on. We all get a jump on, trade the strategy, answer a few questions, and then we dip off. Real simple. So I'm thinking like within the next couple of weeks at the latest. Kick Rock said he sat on his hands. That's what's up. Ain't nothing wrong with sitting on your hands. You protected your capital, and you ain't lose nothing. That's what's up. And that's also exercising good discipline and good professionalism to even understand, you know what? I'm sitting on my hands. And guess what, y'all? If you sit on your hands and you feel you need to scratch the itch, you know what I'm about to say for the ones that's been on the stream. Log out of your accounts. Log into your demo account if you feel you need to trade and scratch that itch like that. Just like that. If you got to scratch your itch, demo trade. Straight up. I'm upset because my single could have been a double, but I didn't understand the copy trader. Got it. That's all right. That's all right. Hey, once again, Mr. Cologne, you are understanding what's going on. Remember how I always state, trading has a lot of parts. There's a lot of moving parts, man. So many things that we have to factor in just to take an entry. So many things. And it's important that we show up on the charts every day. We continuously be repetitious because what? That's going to allow us to understand all of these moving parts and keep them in play. Because we got to make sure that we're factoring in news. We're factoring in price action. We're factoring in making sure that we're disciplined. We ain't FOMOing. We ain't chasing losses. We ain't chasing entries. All those kinds of things. It's a lot. Trust me. I totally understand. So it's going to take us some time to get to that spot. As long as we keep, like I said, as long as we keep showing up and we keep sharpening that sword every day. Every day. I guarantee you, all of these little mistakes that we're making, they're going to evidently go away. I did get my first payout yesterday. Oh, man, that's what's up. That's what's up. Hold up. That's what's up. That's what's up. First payout. I know that felt good. Hold on. I know that felt good. Shout out to you, Kiara. Man, being out of town and market not moving, I knew I should have sat out, but kept seeing it move in the small zone. It's all good. Once again, another learning experience. That's okay. That's okay. You said you knew you should have sat out. So what are you going to do the next thing? Remember, in order for us, it's like with anything, right? With like any kind of life experience, right? You have to make the mistake to understand why you should not do that again. It is what it is. It is what it is. At least the mistake didn't cost you blowing accounts. You didn't blow an account. You didn't mess up a payout. You know what I mean? You did get a payout yesterday. That's a win. That's a huge win right there. Man, everybody shout out Kiara, man, for getting that first payout. Everybody shout out Kiara, y'all. Straight up. Everybody give her a shout out. She deserves it. That first payout. Whoever else gets their first payout. You know what I'm saying? We gonna give you your flowers too, because that is a huge, huge accomplishment. You actually can say you see it. Getting that first payout. I remember when I got my first payout. I understand how that was. You know, I felt really good about that. I'm like, okay, like it gives you the confidence to understand like one payout could be 100 payouts. It could be 1,000 payouts. That's what that means. If you get one, I always believe you can get 1,000, 1,000,000 of them. Literally, if you get one, you can get a whole bunch more. So that's what's up. With our person said, overcoming comes after acceptance. That was reinforced in the best news. Absolutely. That's somebody that's reading that book. And for y'all that haven't got that book, I told y'all, get that book. Best Loser Wins. Just go down in my description on the channel. I have a get my window here. I have a link for that down in my description. Sorry, I was just fixing my what's the name, y'all. Fixing them. My little screen was out of order there. Hey, good morning. I'm mad late. It's all good, Empress. You here? It's all good. You here? But that's what's up. I appreciate that, Soaking Insider. Yeah. Everybody give Empress. Everybody give Kiara a shout out, man. She got her first payout. Give her a shout out. We are a community that we embrace everyone and we lift everyone up. That's what we're here to do. Give her a shout out, please, everybody. If you on the stream, and I understand some people on the stream, a lot of people don't really engage that much. Some people might be, how would I say, a little introverted. That's okay. That's okay. But I want everyone to be comfortable enough to speak, talk about their experience, and help others as well. So, Chris said demoing. That's what's up. Look forward to that backtest session. Absolutely, Kick Rocks. That's what's up. I'm just learning how to backtest and is anticipating your life. Absolutely. Absolutely. Real quick, we can demo trade. You can't demo trade on there because it's only historical data. And remember, demo trading, Mr. Bobby, is forward testing. So you need to be in a live environment when you're demo trading. So you want to demo trade. You can only demo trade when the market is open because that's going to be your live data, right? Your forward data, right? Because you want to demo trade, which is forward testing in the live market in the present time. That's what's up. But I appreciate all y'all congratulating her. She deserves it. And anyone else, you get a. That's what's up, man. See, that's what I'm saying. See, this is what I'm saying about this community, man. This is how we rock. This is how we built. You know what I mean? This is how we built. We embrace everyone, good, bad, or indifferent. We don't point no fingers, and we show love. You know what I'm saying? Even if someone is making a mistake, you know what I mean? We show love, period. That's what we're here to do, straight up. And I appreciate all of y'all giving her flowers. She deserves it. Flora Ara, I entered the market early yesterday and lost 715. Okay. Flora, I would say, the first thing is identify possibly what you could have done better. And remember, we should be journaling every trade. We got to keep up on the historical data. We should be journaling every trade. Every trade. Said I'm definitely sitting on my hands next time and doing more back testing. Absolutely, Kara. That's smart. But yeah, Flora, just like I said, we should be demoing. We should be journaling every trade, and not only that, we should also be understanding what we possibly could have done better. It's not always about what we did wrong.
So let's have a more optimistic mindset, right? We can always say, "Oh, I did this wrong, I did that wrong." Let's not focus on wrong. Let's change that way of thinking and let's say, what could I have done better, right? And I think that is a much better way and a more optimistic approach. Because remember, we're trying to change the way our brain works, because our brain in the real world does not work for the trading world. Just doesn't work. We talked about this before. Our subconscious mind is designed to keep us safe. And keeping us safe has a lot to do with emotions, and we are supposed to be showing up on the charts with no emotions. So we have to totally retrain the brain when it comes to trading. That's what's up with our predators. Appreciate that. Nana trades. I entered too early yesterday and blew my account. It's all good. It happens. It's all good, Nana trades. It happens. Once again, let's go back and look at what we could have done better. If entering too early was the thing, then just when you journal, like when we journal and you make a mistake, don't beat yourself up. Just write on there. Enter too early. Da 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 da. I should have did this. I didn't do it. And just put it on there. It's just a journal. It's not to beat yourself up. It's just information. So when you go back and read your journal, like on Saturdays, you should be reading your journal for everything you did Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Even if you sat on your hands, put why you sat on your hands. Was it because of news? Was it because of price action was crazy, was ranging? Was it because your setup didn't happen? Like whatever it is, you should be journaling every day. Whether it was a profitable trade, a non-profitable trade, or you didn't trade, and put the reasons why. Always list your reasons. And then when Saturday comes, pull out your journal and read everything that you did for that prior week. And then you reduplicate the same thing when comes Monday. Journal every day. And then when Saturday comes, pull your journal out and read it. It's very, very good for the repetition and for the mental muscle. It's something that was taught to me. It's something that I do. And I'm telling you, it helps. Because on the days where you made a mistake, and when you're reading that journal, you're like, oh yeah, that's right, on Tuesday. Dang it, I put my stop loss in the wrong spot. I had to eat that trade. All right. You're just reiterating into your brain what we should be doing or what we should not be doing. If it could have been a day where you had a good trade, everything lined up, you exercised discipline, your emotions, everything was good. You were patient. You got the proper entry, great stop loss, take profit. You weren't greedy, all of that stuff. Like you should be journaling all of that and reading that. Your brain needs to hear that. Your inner self needs to hear that. Your subconscious needs to hear you. When I say hear you, like as you're reading, you know what I'm saying? Your brain needs to be taking in that information. So it knows. So when you come to the next week, all you're doing is just building a historical, some historical mental data in your brain. That's all you're doing. And you're going to start identifying that when you're going to be like, oh yeah, I remember the last time when I did this, I blew an account. Or when I did that, I lost a trade. I ain't going to do that. That's why it's so great to journal. And it's so good to read your journal at the end of the week. You know what I'm saying? It's just remember, trading can be a little boring because we have to be robotic, right? We have to show up and do the same things every day. That's what makes us successful in trading. If you look at all the professional traders, they do the same thing every time they show up on the charts. They're literally robots. They've been doing it for a long time. They've implemented a good system. They don't veer off that system. If they veer off that system, they're going to start having problems. So that's why you want to build a good foundation mentally and physically for what you do. And do what? Make sure you're doing the same thing every day. That's what's important. Graphs on the first win. Okay, so I can just use TradingView. Absolutely. You can do your paper trading on TradingView. There you go, Mr. Bobby, and then do FX replay for your back testing. I took a trade by mistake. I was messing around with the account, and I thought I was on paper trade, but was on live. Caught it early and flattened it at a 4. Okay, cool. Hey, that ain't nothing. Hey, at least you look. Karate 357. That happens sometimes. You have to flatten. You sometimes you have to just jump out of a trade and just take that small loss. Hey, $4.81 is better than $481. I'll tell you that. So that's a win in itself. People don't even understand. Winning really has nothing to do with the amount of money that you profit or the amount of money that is not profitable. Winning has nothing to do with that. There's so many wins in trading in so many different areas that has nothing to do with profit. But just to be able to identify that, oh, dang it, I was in my live account, thought I was paper trade. Oh, let me flatten this out right now. Take this little $5 loss. That's cool. We can live with that, right? We can live with that. And it's another learning experience for what? I guarantee you next time, Karate 357, when you get an account, you're gonna be like, man, let me make sure I'm in my demo account or my paper trading account and not in my live. I've been there. I've done that a couple of times. I've done that. Bottoman, I think we technically can demo trade and we just play the candle moving automatically by a second and then replicate the live environment. What do you think at TradeGheenyuz? Well, just remember this. You can say it's like a demo trade, but remember, because we're dealing with historical data, Bottoman, that would be back testing. Remember, demo trading is always forward testing, and we can only forward test in a live environment. So just remember that. We can only forward test in a live environment. If we're doing anything from like we're trading anything from the past, like past data, past things that already happened, and it's not a live environment, then that would always be considered back testing, and demo trading is always forward testing, because you have to have both. Your back testing gives you all your repetition, gives you your historical data. Your demo trading gives you what? All of your forward testing, right? And everything in the live environment now. So that's the only differences between those two. And that would be my thought process on that. Mr. Bobby, there should be a demo paper trading on any platform, but FX replay is best for back testing. That's correct, Soaking Insider. Thank you. You're bringing a tear to my eye and goosebumps. You rock. Missed you yesterday, and that's what I'm talking about. Love. Absolutely, brother. You already know. You already know. You already know. My hermano de Puerto Rico. You know what I'm saying? I know you don't speak much Spanish, but that's all right, because you know what I'm saying. Paper trading in real-time markets is forward testing, right? Rewind, going back, you're right. Soaking Insider's on it. He got it. Soaking Insider's on it. Miss T and her 3. That's what's up. We need a Zoom to chat so we have stuff to do when waiting. Did okay. A little overtrading occurred. Okay, Donna. All right. So a little overtrading yesterday. Well, look, you identified the fact that it was overtrading, right? What do we always talk about? In order to have a solution, in order to have a solution, you have to identify the problem. And I always say, if you identify the problem, you are 50% winning. So you said you're overtrading. So guess what we need to do? You should be journaling that. I did it, put everything that went on that day. Like, be detailed. The time you took the trade, how you were feeling, your emotions, how the trade go out. When I say how did it go out, meaning how did it end up? Was it profitable, not profitable? If you overtraded, put that in there. I overtraded. I took too many trades. Like, say that to yourself. Talk to yourself. Okay, let me say it this way. When you're in your journal, you should be journaling like you're talking to your child. Like how you would tell your child, no, son, no, mama, like, the stove is hot. Don't touch that. You'll burn your hand. You know what I mean? Like, talk to yourself like from a third person perspective when you're journaling. Like, when you're writing your journal down, just, say, nope, can't do this again. Okay, so today we showed up on the charts. We were feeling a little bit of emotions. I had to get up, walk around, take a couple deep breaths. I chased a trade. I chased the entry. I overtraded, like whatever it was you did. And then after you put all of that, draw a line and put under it what you need to do to not do that again. Like, we can't be overtrading, one and done, or whatever it is. But use your journal as a way to talk to yourself in third person. So when you're reading it on the weekend, you have a clear understanding of everything that went on in the week prior. And once again, you're just building that mental muscle. You're building that repetition, because we're going to make mistakes. We're, being a beginner in this, we're going to make mistakes. It's not about the mistakes we make. It's about what we do to overcome them. It ain't about the mistakes. Mistakes already happened. It's in the past. It's done. We can't bring it back. All we can do is work on what we need to do to not make those mistakes again. We don't focus on, we're not going to be, how would I say, problem-orientated traders. No, we're going to be solution-orientated traders. We're working on solutions. We identify the mistake, and we're automatically working on a solution. We ain't walking around the house being pissed off because we made a mistake. It's like, oh, well, who cares? I made a mistake. No big freaking deal. The idea for me is what? I got to come up with a solution. Remember, we are solution-oriented traders. Period. We ain't focusing on no mistakes. The only thing that we're identifying mistakes is to what? Identify a solution. Once we identify a solution, the mistake is in the past. We don't even care about that no more. It's done. Personally, meditation has strengthened my mental discipline. When no one's home, I sit at the head of my table and pray. It's helped me be patient with my trades. I'm gonna tell you this, y'all. What Chrissy just stated, that's a cheat code. The meditation for trading is a cheat code. Juvier, my brother, he meditates every day. He has a whole process of what he does before he even gets on the charts. He meditates. He has a whole area of where he meditates. Meditation is a cheat code for trading. Remember, because trading is all mental. It's all psychological. Think about it. You can teach a 4-year-old how to go here and click there and get in a trade and exit. That's easy. It's the psychological part that a lot of us have, are fighting with every day. That's what we're fighting with, that part. So the cheat code is meditation. But that's what's up, Chrissy. Stay on that. Stay on that. Trade Genius, are you profitable every month? And do you follow one strat? Yes, I am definitely profitable, and I definitely do follow. Well, this is the thing. I trade 5 different strategies, but they don't always show up every day, right? I trade one strategy in an overnight session, only one in an overnight session. And then during the day, from the New York session open to New York session close, I have 4 strategies that I can trade. It doesn't mean that I trade them every day. I wait for a setup. If the setup is there, I take it. But between my 4 strategies that I would trade from New York open to New York close, they don't always show up. And there's times where I sit on my hands. It is what it is. My strategy don't show up. I just sit on my hands. So I follow those strategies. Those are strategies that were taught to me from my mentor and coach. And I've totally adapted his style. I trade his style. I do everything he does except the mental part. I'm still working on that. I'm still trying to get to where he is on the way that he sees the market. I don't see the market the way he does, but he also has over 10 years of experience in trading. You know what I mean? So I'm still trying to get there. But I trade all his strategies. I don't do anything different. Like when he taught me and I learned, that's all that I do. I don't do nothing else. Literally, that's the same. It's the same stuff I've been doing since 2 years ago. I never strategy hop. I never went from this strategy to that strategy. I learned one of his strategies first, back tested, demo traded. Then I went to the second one and I kept going from there. And now I got all the strategies down. And I still do have to back test them from time to time just to keep what? Keep my skill sharp. Think about an athlete. All these successful athletes out there, right? They don't just say, oh, I'm good, I ain't got to practice. They are in the gym hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. Think about Kobe. Think about Jordan. Think about LeBron. That's just basketball. Let's talk about in football. Think about Jalen Hurts. Think about Drew Brees. Let me see who else I can name out there. Think about, all the top wide receivers in the game. They always doing catching drills and stuff like that. You think about baseball. They're always practicing what? Practicing hitting, practicing field. Like, you have to stay on top of your game. Yes, I know. I'm thinking about this hybrid method, back testing plus demo, and as the next step in my transition to demo. Try it out. Bottom and try it out. I definitely wouldn't say don't try it. Try it out. Absolutely. Try it out. You might unlock something, brother. Like, try that out. That sounds, you just piqued my brain right now. That sounds different, but also cool. I like that. A hybrid method of back testing plus demo in FX. Try it out, bro. I would definitely say try it out. You might be onto something. You might unlock a cheat code or something like that. That's what's up, Soaking Insider. I appreciate that, bro. Look at that. Soaking Insider said, I'm always looking for people to have Zooms or Discord calls to practice with. There it is. I feel like I'm trying to rush my first payout to prove myself I can do this full time. I love trading, but currently it's stressing me out because of my own personal impulsiveness. Then you got something you got to work on. You got to work on that, my guy. And it's okay. This doesn't mean that you suck. It don't mean anything like that. You know you got to work on being impulsive. Something I had to work on. I realized trading taught me that I am a very overzealous person. I didn't know that about myself. That was like a slap in the face. I was like, damn. I sat there and thought about like, damn, I'm overzealous? Sheesh. Okay. I am. And then guess what? I had to work on that. I had to understand that about myself. That's one thing trading will do. Trading will unleash all of those, how would I say, personality traits that we had, whether they're good, bad, or indifferent. They will. And it can be a scary place. It can be a very scary place to understand some things about yourself. Because sometimes, some people don't want to admit that have these certain, personality traits that might not be good for them. But that's okay. It's okay to identify that. You're just growing. That's just growth and development. And we need that in trading. This dream is my meditation. I take medication on the other days. Soaking inside of you, wow, boy. What up, Trent? Yep, shout out to Juvier, bro. So whatever strategy you get set up for, you go with between the 4 U's. Yes. So whichever one sets up, that's the one that I take. And then I like to be one and done. So if I made my bread for the day, I'm good. I don't have to trade, and I don't have to go into another trade and make make some more money, because let's say I have my 4 strategies, right, that I trade during the day. Let's say 2 of them show up. Let's say I traded 1 and I made some bread there. I'm pretty much going to be one and done. And I'm going to tell you why. That second trade could possibly go against me, right? It could be a non-profitable trade. So what did I just do? All the profits that I made from my first trade, I just gave it back to the market. It's not a good practice. Having multiple strategies is not to take multiple trades. It's to give me an opportunity to have 4 different setups. And I'm blessed enough that I had a coach and mentor that these strategies are his strategies that I learned from him, the strategies that he has developed, came up with over his tenure of trading, and they're proven. So with that stated, I told him when we first started, I said, look, I am not trying to reinvent the wheel. Whatever it is that you teach me and I learn from you, I'm going to do exactly that. I don't need to walk around feeling like, well, I want to trade my own strategy. Whatever. It ain't that serious to me. I'm trying to make some bread. So if this man right here is going to show me something that's going to help me make bread, turn me into a trader, and make me understand everything that comes with trading, then guess what? I'm rocking that. And that's what I did. Tiger Woods, exactly. I like 5-0 daily and HSS. Those are 3 great strategies. I try to go to the gym before I trade. If I can get that, helps a lot with mental health. Absolutely. Empress, absolutely. Getting that workout, that's one of my big things. I haven't added the meditation into my game. That's going to come. But working out before I get on the charts, man, for me, it did wonders. Because think about it. You're knocking the edge off. You're knocking any kind of little stress off, just like life stresses, right? We have life stresses in life. There's things that's going on in life. If you're in life, you have some stresses. No one's stress-free. But that's okay. But you do things to overcome those things. And exercising is a great way to knock the edge off and show up on the charts, relax, ready to go. You know what I'm saying? And, have clarity, because that's what we need when we're trading. We need clarity. If we don't have clarity, it's just not going to do well for us on the charts. We will be much better having good mental clarity, and working out as well as meditation does that. Empress, yes, that releases everything. Absolutely preventing you from taking it out on the market. Great point, Chrissy. Great point. I just got confirmation. Absolutely. So y'all about to start a Zoom? Y'all about to start a Zoom without me? Nah, I'm just kidding. Me and Steven in the same boat, it seems. Those questions I need to hear to help. Absolutely. You know what? When I started this, I didn't really truly know where it was going to go. I didn't know how everything was going to end up. I didn't know anything. I was going to weave through everything and, figure it out. But as time has gone on, who knows? We might all be on a Zoom together. You know what I mean? Let's you know what I mean? That's something definitely to that I think about. I trust me, everything that you guys say is here. And then me and my right hand man, we talk about that. You know, we talk about that. We talk about, you know, different things that we can implement. So we only been a little, I think this is like week 5, I think. Guess like the 5th week. So, you know what I'm saying? It's like we still have so much more to get to, so much more to how would I say, so much more to accomplish. And we're just a tip of the iceberg. So who knows where we'll be in the next month or so. But I'm always looking to enhance this stream, and I know that there's going to be different branches of things that's going to come off this stream. I know it is. What it is and where it is or where it's going to go, I don't know, but I know it's going to happen because there's so many things that we talk about behind the scenes that has everything to do with this stream. So we will get there. Anybody got any questions for me, anything like that? Anything anybody want to share? Let me see where we at on time. We are right at about an hour and 15 minutes. Okay, not too bad. Anybody got anything that they want to share? Any questions for me? Anything y'all want to talk about? I figured it'd be a real quick one. Really nothing to really show up on the charts. I figured we get our mental muscle going. Yo man, no man left behind. No man left behind, Trent. Absolutely. You know you're invited. Absolutely, bro. You know I'm teasing. You know I'm teasing. You know what? That might be a good thing. The funny thing is, in my software that I have, my production software, I have a Zoom feature. Need I say anything else? I have a Zoom feature. Just got to figure out how to, you know, work all of that in. But definitely, man, if you're new to the stream, let me get them free likes from you. That's all I ask for. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. It just helps push the content out. But yeah, soak it inside that. You've also peaked something too, bro. That what you're saying is like that's a great idea because think about it. It's anything to do that's going to help. That's going to help. Can I still communicate? What do you mean, Renee Baker? Renee Baker, what do you mean? Can I still communicate? Talk to me. I'm trying to understand what you're saying. What you mean? Can I still communicate? 2020 calendar 20. Right. I'm laughing at you. I'm at Mr. Cologne. 2020, the 2020 club. That's what's up. But yeah, man, let me get them free likes. I know a lot of you have already liked already. I just try to remind for the ones that haven't. I know a lot of y'all are on it. A lot of comments in here today. I love to see it. What are some good strategies to look at? I've only been doing the high and low of the previous session and waiting for a breakout or bounce off. Can I holler at you after the live chat? Oh, yes, you can. Yes, you can. Just DM me. Just DM me. It don't matter what Discord you're in, if you're in the inner circle or if you're in the Edge Funder. Either one. I'm blessed. I jumped in Discord and saw the link for your live today. Happy I found you in the community. Absolutely, bro. You're in a great place. And like I said, we at the tip of the iceberg, Mr. Bobby. We're at the tip of the iceberg, bro. We ain't, like I said, this is the 5th week. So it's been technically 30 days. Yeah, 30 days, I think. 30 or 20, because remember, it's only 5 days in the trading in a one trading week. So are the contract commissions counted on prop firms in general and TF specifically? I just didn't start live trading yet. I wonder if I need to use commissions in my back testing. The commissions are, you know what? If you demo trade, you'll be able to see the commissions. The commissions are very inexpensive. What are they? They're like less than $2. The thing is like it's like $1. Depending on if you everyone on here should be trading micros. Let me say that. I'm not going to even talk about minis. Everyone should be trading micros, and I want to say I think it's like $1.75. But you can factor that in. Like double A, Mr. Bobby. I just keep yep. Right. He said like AA. I just keep coming back. That's funny. Dude, you're a natural on the live. The way you coach, empower, and juggle the live chat while trading, perfection. I love listening to you while taking canary trades. Hey, that's what's up. And you know what? I gotta get, man, speaking of canary trades, shout out to my sister. I definitely gotta get on my I definitely gotta get on my my crypto. I definitely gotta get on my gotta get in my crypto bag. But yeah, absolutely, man. Look, I'm new at this as much as I'm new at this whole live streaming thing, but I'm doing everything I can to be great at it. It's something that's a part of who I am, and that's that. But that's how I look at it. I have some family in town meeting for brunch. Hate to run. Have a great Easter weekend, everyone. Appreciate you, Trent. That's what's up. Serena, no doubt. Enjoy the family. Happy Easter to you as well. Yeah, we about to jump off here in just a sec. But yeah, I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Serena, as always. Your presence is always golden, as well as everyone else's. But enjoy the fam. Let's grow this family and start getting people profitable. I'm doing this to grow my way of life and to share the wealth. Absolutely, brother. Is that commission per trade or per micro contract? Okay, so when I trade 5 micros, it'd be like a dot. What is it? You know what, Bottoman? Let me get back to you on that. Let me get back to you on that because I want to make sure I give you the right information. Actually, there is a document. I think it's on the CME website. I'm gonna go dig it up, and I'll have it for you on Monday, for y'all on Monday, to where it shows all the commissions per contract, whether you're trading NQ, ES, YM, has the commissions for those. Absolutely. And it also has it for if you're trading minis or micros. So I'll have that for you, Bottoman. I'll dig it up on, because it's funny that you even said that. It's something I said I need to have and share with y'all anyway. So, but yeah, I'll have it on Monday for sure. What we got? Fine micros equals half of a mini. Fine micro. No, Nano Trace. Micro. From what you're saying, micros is 1/10 of a mini. So just remember, one mini tick is $5. One micro tick is 50 cents. Yeah, that'd be the best way I can put it. That's rich. Thanks. Micros. No. Micro. Yeah. So you heard me. You were typing as I was stating. Yeah. Micros is there are 1/10 of a mini. Yep. Happy to everyone. Love you all. Absolutely, Chrissy. Same to you. So look, I think that's probably gonna be it for today. I want to jump in and at least still tap in. I missed yesterday once again, but I'm back. I'm back in the saddle with y'all. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Let's go into the weekend. For those of y'all we never talked about this week, that's my bad. The rules that I showed y'all. I hopefully y'all are getting y'all rules together, and next week I want y'all to let me know who's got their rules done. You need to have rules and have those rules sitting on your trading desk. All right, that's the first thing. The second thing, we will definitely go over the commissions. It's something good that we all need to know. Other than that, if y'all ain't got nothing for me, I missed y'all yesterday. I love y'all. You know what I'm saying, wholeheartedly. Mr. Cologne. This boy's a nut. This boy said TV Dad is back. That's what's up. I'm like the big unc though. I don't think I'm dad. I'm like the big uncle. You know what I mean? We could just say that I'm big unc. I don't think I have unc energy because I'm still super youthful. But yeah, but definitely, man. What's the Scalp God recently shared a graph that breaks down ticker values. Yeah. I'll pull it up. Absolutely. You know what? That's exactly where I was going, Soaking Insider. That's exactly where I was going, because when I said it, I was like, I think my brother got one. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, man, y'all have a great Easter. You know, go into the weekend, enjoy your families. You know, whatever went on in the markets this week is over. Just make sure that you journal it. Any issues or mistakes you made, identify your mistake and just come up with a solution, and boom, and you should be good. Other than that, I appreciate y'all. I'm glad y'all was here still waiting on me. And like I said, I missed y'all yesterday, but look, we back in the saddle, and we'll be right back in. We'll be right back in the saddle on Monday. So, like I said, y'all have a blessed remainder of y'all weekend. I'm going to a nice concert tonight with right here at the Smoothie King Center. So it's gonna be great. Other than that, do you have a set of rules I could copy? You know what? I do, Steven. When I get back home, I'll shoot it to you because it's at home. I'll shoot it to you. I do, Steven. Yes, I do. Just send me a DM to remind me. Say, hey, Trent, remind me to I'm just reminding you to send me those rules. So I'll see the notification. I remember. But I do have that for you. And we got a shout out to the Edge Funder. Of course. Matter of fact, Kara, we'll talk about it on Monday. I'll let y'all know how the concert went. But shout out to the Edge Funder co-founders, Juvier, Scalp God, my brothers. Without them, we wouldn't be here. Other than that, man, y'all have a blessed remainder of y'all day. Enjoy the weekend. Stay safe out there. And you know what I'm saying? Enjoy your families. I'm changing my name to TP Killer. There it is. There it is. I love it. 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 But that's what's up, y'all. Love y'all. Have a blessed remainder. Like I said, have a blessed remainder of y'all day. Have a great weekend. And we'll be back in the saddle on Monday. Peace out.